Hey all, it's Erin, aka Grishno, and long story short, I was in Utah recently. I was there for a family wedding, and I was hanging out with some of the kids who couldn't go into the temple for the wedding ceremony. One of my little nieces, who's 4 years old and who freaking loves me, she comes up to me and she says, "You're doing something bad." I'm like, "What am I doing bad?" She says, "Girls shouldn't marry girls. It makes Heavenly Father sad." And she's 4. And this has never been an issue. She's always been sort of curious whenever she is with me and Morgan, and she says, "Wait, but you're 2 girls. How come you're married?" And I just always assumed that was because she's not exposed to that very often in Utah. But something was different this time. And I couldn't stop thinking about it because this had never been an issue, ever. This was absolutely learned, and it had been learned recently. So I've been processing it for a long time to try and figure out how to talk about it because it hurts. This is someone who I love. This is someone who loves me. And now all of a sudden the relationship that I have with her has changed. And not because of anything I did, but because she was taught that being gay is wrong. She was taught that. And it all started when she was playing with her dolls. These are 2 girl dolls, they were Barbies. And they're going to get married and they're going to have babies. My brother, his religious belief is that marriage is between one man and one woman. So he felt like he needed to set her straight, if you will, pun not intended. And so what he did is he sat her down and he said, "Hey, girls can't marry girls and they can't have babies, both of which are not true," and explained that it was because it makes Heavenly Father or God sad. She's smart. She put it together. Oh, I have 2 girl dolls and they can't get married and have kids because it makes Heavenly Father sad. And I have 2 aunts and they're both girls and they're married. Well, that must make Heavenly Father sad. She put it together on her own. What if she's gay? What if she's trans? What if she's bi? She's already internalizing these things. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for me to see this happen to her. It breaks my heart. There is a whole generation of people who are coming up who are children right now that are being taught this. These problems aren't going away. You can think, I thought that we were making progress. Things are changing. Things are so different from where they were 10 years ago. But we're still going to have these problems. We are not going to fix any of this. We're not going to fix homophobia. We're not going to fix racism. We're not going to fix sexism because we're teaching these things to our kids. And it destroys me to think that. So later in the day, this was at the reception in the evening, my dad comes up to me. Apparently word has gotten around that this happened. He explains to me that he was happy that I was there and that he wanted me there. And he explained that when my brother had gone to my dad and told him what my little niece had done, my dad had said to my brother, "If anything like this happens again tonight at the reception, I will ask you to leave." He would ask my brother to leave in order to protect me. And I was blown away. So I've shared stories on here about when I came out and different things that my parents said to me. I called because my car had broken down at work one night and I was getting off work. It was late. And my dad asks, am I giving Erin a ride or so-and-so a ride, my old name? We had an agreement where they were paying for half of my school, and I was going to the religious institute on campus in exchange for that. And I fulfilled my end of the bargain, and then they pulled out when I transitioned and said, we don't pay for Erin's school. I wasn't allowed to come out to my sisters, who are 8 and 10 years younger than me, for 3 years. It took them 10 years for me to be able to come out to my grandma and see her. I just saw her for the first time since I transitioned. For so long, they've been protecting people from me. And now they're protecting me from people. I have never, ever had the support of my family like that. And I had to come on and talk about it. I hope I've done some justice to how big this was for me. But I do hope that you've enjoyed the video, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation down below. But anyway, thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I hope that you got something out of this video, and if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. I make new videos every Friday. I also have a Patreon campaign which helps support me making these videos because it does take a long time. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.